imagine for a moment that you're walking into your favorite theater to see a show. The lights go down, you settle in, the band starts, and a spotlight comes on stage, and a radiant, powerful, confident goddess of a woman takes the microphone to sing. And that woman on stage is you. So, real talk, how many of you just threw up in your mouth a little bit because you did not know you were going to be starting a band? And also, real talk, how many of you have always kind of wanted to be a rock star? Like, if you knew how to do it, the crowd and owning the stage and going for it. Yeah, I have great news. You are a total rock star. You are a rock star. You're definitely a fucking rock star. You in the back are such a rock star. And I'm going to tell you how to do it, even if you don't have a band. So, I've been singing since I was a little girl. It's really my favorite form of expression. My mom told me once that when I was 4, she sent me to my room. There were a bunch of kids playing outside, and I must have slapped someone or something. I was sent to my room, and she went out on the porch and heard a sound and looked up. And I had opened the window and was singing to the neighborhood, "My mom sent me to my room. I can't come out and play." So I have always had a penchant for the dramatic. And I've always loved to sing. And now, 35, 40 years later, I'm still singing. I'm not like Lady Gaga. You might not know me, but I do, in fact, sing in front of bands. And I lead a 20-piece band. And it's a huge part of my professional life. And although I make negative dollars doing it, I chase that spotlight forever. So what's that about? Like, why do so many of us fantasize about being a rock star when it sort of terrifies us? It's because on the stage, in the spotlight, connected to her inner rock star, a woman has total permission to be powerful, to be confident, to be sensual. She has full permission to be emotional, angry, sexy, grieving. And people fucking applaud it. Like, where else does that happen, that a woman is applauded for being emotional and powerful? So it's like, I was thinking about Joan Jett. Right? Is there anything hotter than Joan Jett? Like, I hate myself for loving you. It's so hot. Or like, remember that Sinead O'Connor video where she's like singing, "Nothing Compares to You." And she's like on the verge of tears. So on stage, a woman is encouraged and allowed to be emotional, and it's not vilified. So this is what I do. I get women on stage, literally, to sing so that they can connect to their inner rock star. Now, I'm not a full-time musician and singer. I'm also a coach. I'm a life coach and a business coach. We're everywhere. Yeah, and it's true. There are many of us, and I've been doing this for about 15 years, and it's my love and my passion. And I knew in that first class in 2004 that this was my calling and my purpose. So I went out into the world, and I was ready to build a lucrative business and get all the clients and save the world. And about 9 times out of 10, when you introduce yourself as a life coach, most people say, "Oh God, I could use one of those." What you should say is, "Great, we should talk. I'd love to help you. What would you want to work on?" What I said for many years was, "I know, right?" And I'd sort of like awkwardly slink away. So weird. So this was my life for so many years. Like during the day, I was this struggling entrepreneur, and at night I was this powerful boss of a diva. And during the day, I literally would struggle just to talk to a person sitting next to me at a party and engage in conversation. But at night, as the rock star, I could lead a 20-piece band in front of thousands of people. So it was like, off stage, I felt fat. On stage, I felt voluptuous. Off stage, I felt old. I'm too old to be successful. On stage, I felt like a seasoned pro. It's like this really fascinating dynamic. So I started to get curious about this. And one night, I had one of those insights at 2 a.m. I don't know why they come at 2 a.m. Does that happen to anyone else? And you're like, okay, I'll drag myself out of bed. And I started writing down the rules to rock your business. Because the insight I knew was it's time to bring the rock star into my business. So, of course, it's all put together in a cute little acronym called Rockstar. But I'm going to tell you the rock part for today. Sound good? Yes. Because you all rock, right? Yes. So you want to rock? Yes. Okay, so say, I want to rock. I want to rock. Oh, so good. With a little louder, I want to rock. I want to rock. Woo, beautiful, beautiful demonstration of the first rule. So the R stands for raise your voice. See, a woman is not taught or encouraged to raise her voice. Pretty much we are culturally trained to stay quiet, to stay low volume, to stay polite and pleasant. And when a woman taps into her ability to raise her voice and stand in her power, like I was doing on the stage, right? As a singer, I had to raise my voice. It was my job. When we start doing that in business, suddenly people can see us and hear us and hire us. It turns out people can't do that. People can't hire us if they can't hear us. The O stands for own your emotions. So do me a favor and uncross your legs and think about something that pisses you off. It could be small, it could be big. And give me a little growl, like, ugh. So good. And to like maybe pound your leg, little, ugh. Oh, you guys are so good. This is about owning your emotions. And notice it's not puke your emotions all over the people around you and hurt their feelings. But again, most women, one of our feminine gifts is our emotions, our big, wild range of emotions. And we are taught to water them down. We are taught to suppress them because otherwise we're being hysterical and crazy. And it's very dangerous to live that way with a happy, any women in here would do, everything's fine, I'm good. That is depression with a smile on it. So owning your emotions, which again is critical on the stage. You have to feel your emotions on the stage as a rock star, as a singer. If you saw a performer who was just kind of lacking emotion, you'd be really checked out, right? So what does owning emotions have to do with business? Everything, everything. Because if I can't be vulnerable, if I can't connect with my rage or my grief, as soon as I started doing that in my business, I was attracting the kind of clients who wanted to work with me because they knew what I believed in. They knew what pissed me off. They knew what excited me. They knew what broke my heart. And I could connect with my clients in that way too. If we can't be with our own pain, we can't be with someone else's pain. And your clients are in pain. So you have to own your emotions. The C is a fun one. It's called choose to be gorgeous. So turn to someone next to you and say, I'm so gorgeous.
Ooh. I'm so gorgeous.
It's weird, right? And say it to me so I can feel like, and get your body into it. Like, I'm so gorgeous. Yes. Ooh, yes, you all are. It's a little weird, right? But doesn't it kind of feel good? And this is true, y'all. And we are taught as women that beauty is a matter of the gods of Vogue and Cosmo and others. And that is a lie, my friends. It is a choice. In the spotlight as a rock star, you've got to find a way to feel beautiful even when you're feeling bloated. You've got to dress in a way that feels good, that has you feel lit up and turned on and powerful. What does this have to do with business? Again, it's so surprising, but it's like everything. When you choose to be beautiful, when you make that choice yourself, you own it. You get to stand in your confidence. You get to relax and own who you are. And confidence is like more powerful than any marketing funnel on the planet, right? Confidence, it's a choice. The K in rock is obviously kick ass, right? So do a little like kick ass, like a little fist, kick ass. And make it personal. I kick ass. I kick ass. Yes, you do.
Kill it.
Yes, yeah, it feels good, right? So if you think about the women in your life, you probably notice they totally kick ass, right? Obviously. But women are not taught to brag about how much we kick ass. So I've been doing this experiment with my clients, having them, it's like a brag challenge. So every day they're bragging on what they do. And they are struggling. I told my brother this challenge. My brother said, I've been up 4 hours, I have 10 brags. I could tell you 10, like he just knew. It was amazing. So it's not just like kicking ass because you already are. It's talking about it. This is why women don't get as many promotions. This is why women don't get the raises they deserve. This is why women don't get the man of their dreams, because we're fucking amazing and we're like, I'm okay, really, I'm not, you know. And it's not like I'm saying go tell everyone that you're better than them and be an asshole, but like maybe not walk around like a piece of shit either, you know? You're amazing, own it. So that's the rock. I can tell you the star part if you call me later. But what happens when you own rocking your life and your business? I'll just give you a quick example. I have a client named Evie, and Evie came to me feeling, you know, fat, depressed, bored, hated her boss, hated her job, hated her boyfriend, didn't connect with her friends, wanted to get out more. The list went on. As we tapped into this rock star part of her, some pretty amazing things started to happen. She quit her job. She got a better job. She's now working with clients charging 4 times what she was before, because a woman who owns her power charges what she's worth. She fell in love with a guy in Cuba. I think she's in Paris right now, and she's taking trapeze lessons. So the most phenomenal things happen when a woman stands in her power. And I was thinking too about this other woman, I'll call her Ashley. Now Ashley, we've known each other for about 10 years. She was in one of my coaching courses. Just a total phenomenon of a woman. And about every year, she calls me to say, I'm thinking about working with you. And I tell her my rate, and she says, I think I'm gonna wait until next year. And I do my best to help her make it a priority. And she says, no, I'm just not ready. Next year, definitely next year, as soon as I fill in the blank, right? lose the weight, as soon as my kids are older, as soon as I have more money, as soon as I did. She's been working at Capital One for 10 years, y'all, and she's still there. And I know her dream because she tells me her dream every year. She wants to be on the road with her family in a, not the caravan thing on the road. She wants to travel the RV. She wants to coach. She wants to be free. And she is sitting on that dream. So how do you tap into your inner rock star? First of all, you get in touch with me, and I will style you, coach you, get you on a stage with a real band in front of an actual audience to have you face the most exciting, thrilling, wonderful experience that will crack you open and tap into your inner rock star. So if that appeals to you at all, I want you to send me an email. I'm a MEGAN, Megan, MEGAN at meganjowilson.com. And in the meantime, I really want you to know that your success is actually a byproduct of your self-esteem, of your self-love, of your self-acceptance. It's like not the other way around, which I thought for so long, as soon as I get self-esteem, right? So raise your voice, own your emotions, choose to be gorgeous, and kick ass.
Yeah.